The virtue of trustworthiness corresponds to the earth element. It helps activate the chemic outcome of physical nourishment and trust. Earth has the qualities of nourishing, building up, absorbing, and containing. Whatever is poured onto the earth, it holds, gathers, and quietly nourishes. Because of its nature, trustworthiness activates chemic outcomes related to food, rest, sufficiency, and bodily care. If theory is even forgotten, just remember earth equal nourishing, nourishing equal building up, food, rest, sufficiency. Therefore, trustworthiness equal chemic outcome of physical nourishment and reliability. The virtue of propriety corresponds to the fire element and activates the karmic outcome of wealth and access. The virtue of righteousness corresponds to the metal element. Its essence is metal and it activates the karmic outcome of reputation, good name, fame, and credibility. A person who lives with righteousness and responsibly and responsibility with a person who lives with righteousness and responsibility will naturally have credibility, a respected name, reputation, and recognition in the community. The virtue of wisdom corresponds to the water element. It relates to mental clarity and to the karmic outcome of form and appearance. When someone has the virtue of wisdom, their presence is bright and radiant. Whatever they do is lucid, clear, and transparent. Their physical form and appearance are refined and attractive. Someone who truly knows how to listen, even a little, will manifest this. Just from footsteps at the door, they can already sense who is entering. From the way a pair of shoes is put down, they know which person is it. Those whose form and appearance are refined and who have a high capacity for subtle listening and sensing from the verified to the very coast carry an extremely strong chemic outcome of form and appearance. When a person's wanting, imagination, and temperament are alive with form and order, activities are like arranging, tidying, and beautifying do not drain them. They actually feel nourished and energized. They experience joy and ease while doing what accords with their inner temperament, and only feel tired or irritated when they are pulled away from it and when others disturb the order they are carefully created. So-called perfectionist or OCD tendencies can be reframed not as pathology, but as expressions of a specific chemic temperament sent for on form, appearance, and order. This is visible even in very young children. Some insist on beautiful clothing and react strongly to ugly outfits, while others remain relaxed and indifferent. This is not simple rebellion against parents. It is the expression of a pre-configured wanting imagination arising from past merit. The child has previously owned that quality. So it now appears as heightened sensitivity in this life. The key realization is that temperament is chemically configured. Content stress are set before birth and then lifted up by existing merit. When this is understood, caregivers can stop fighting the child's nature and instead recognize where the child's natural sensitivity and strength lie, guiding it wisely rather than suppressing it. The essential part, the essential question is listening is the essential question in listening is what are we listening for? What are we listening for? We listen in order to understand, to elevate awareness, and to see more clearly what people need so they can have sufficiency in every aspect of life. When listening continuously deepens awareness and leads to clearer seeing, that listening becomes a virtue. For such listening to genuinely improve life, our form and appearance also need to be refined enough to help us reach those good results. If we merely listen without purpose or transformation, that is not virtue. It is only listening with the physical ears, not the virtue of wisdom. Listening as a virtue is listening that raises awareness every single day. Because virtue is connected with both total karma of form and to the five elements. Whenever we speak of virtue, we never refer to just one aspect. We are speaking of all five virtues at once. When we speak of love, it means loving with benevolence, propriety, righteousness, wisdom, and trustworthiness, not merely with benevolence alone. It is fine to understand love in a simple way. Love is good, love is right. But when we speak of the virtue of love, in our mind, we should see the five-pointed star because virtue is linked with the five elements, and the five elements always interact to mutual support and mutual control. For practice, it is enough to clearly remember the mutual support relationships. Holding just that already places us on a very sound path. Anyone who understands the relationship between the five elements and five constants, and the five virtues only needs to keep returning to balancing and enriching virtue. When virtue is balanced, a person can compensate for the gaps associated with their date, month, or year of birth. Those situations where people say, "You're missing this element." Seeing this, life can genuinely turn a new page, especially for those who have long been entangled in fortune telling. Up to now, you may have believed I lack these elements, so my life can never change. And that fixed perception has kept your life from moving forward. Real understanding of virtue opens a path to break the ice and step beyond those old self limitations. It allows you to go beyond the mental prison created by past perception about yourself. This means all the things we used to cling to firmly believe it is definitely like this can now dissolve. The moment we see essence, we no longer lean on what we previously knew. Immediately, the sense of lacking begins to disappear. When we understand essence, we no longer cling to ideas such as "I was born on that day, in that year, I'm so missing this element, my life lacks good, so I can never be wealthy."